Hello and welcome to week 6 of the Be Bold Academy. My name is Amanda Catherine Roman and I am coming to you from Central New Jersey here in Reddington. And I am proud to be here with my fabulous partner, Lisa Pizik, who is here from Ancaster, Canada. And we are going to talk today about how to lead your team. So Lisa, I'm wondering if you can just hop right in and talk a little bit about what the steps look like to, bring new coaches onto your team, and then what you do once they're there and how we can serve them.
I love this lesson because leading a team is so key. And all the things that we talked about in, the previous lessons is that it's the community. It's the power of the greater good working together that really helps this business grow. So your team and your tribe and your community is so important. And you continually want to keep building that. Because in a way, when we talked about in the very beginning about all that like cycle bonus and all that sort of stuff, the more your team grows and the more you guys help, the more people you help and the more you produce, the more income you're going to get and the more freedom and time and passion and all those things that are so important to you, you feed off each other. So growing your team is super important. And in the last lesson, again, we shared how to get out there, how to have conversations, your warm market, your cold market, how to kind of recruit to bring people into your team. And recruit's a good word because, again, who doesn't want to be part of an amazing community? Now, the very first thing that you need to know is that if you have one person underneath you on your team, I shouldn't say underneath you, but, with you, for lack of better words, right? You're a leader. Whether that's your spouse, whether that's your mom, whether that's, a challenger or a friend, it doesn't matter. You are a leader and you have a responsibility to help that person get started right in the business. And that's why no matter how somebody signs up, a discount coach, a hobby coach, or a full-on business builder, they must have a getting started right call. And what we go over in that business training call is really getting to know that person. What are their goals? What do they want in this business? Because there's nothing worse than pushing people into something they don't want. That's when this business doesn't work, when you're asking people to put in more time or resources or sacrificing something that they don't want to give up. There's nothing worse than pushing people. So we really have to meet people where they're at. And I know I was so victim to this when I started because I came in, fired up as a business builder. And I thought that everybody should be fired up and everybody should be a business builder. And what do you mean you don't want to make more money and help more people and spread your message and do all these things? For some people, that's not the goal. For some people, they just want to be a part of something positive. And they love the challenges and they love the community aspect, right? For some people, they want to wax and wane a bit. They want to do it when they have more time, and then they want to not do it when life gets hairy or things happen, right? And then there are those other people that just rock and roll with it. They're like, I got bills to pay, I got things to do, or I feel, called to do this. I want to leave my full-time job. Like, this is it for me. Right? So it's important to kind of help understand where those people are at. But again, no emotion attached to it. If someone wants to be a discount coach, that is cool. You just have to explain that as much effort that you put in is what they're going to get back, right? So if they're a discount coach, they're probably not going to make any income, but maybe income isn't a driver for them. I do have a coach on my team who she's like, my husband makes incredible money. I'm like, awesome, right? And she's like, I'm a stay-at-home mom and I don't talk to a lot of people in the day. So I'm really attracted to the community. Right? And that's cool. So I don't push her to run challenges and recruit and talk to people. I'm like, hey, we're having a challenge group next month. Would love to see you in it. And I coach her like a challenger, right? And if the mood strikes, if she wants to talk to people, then I help her through those conversations. She leads it. I just give her what she needs. So no emotion attached to whether people are, discount, hobby, or business builder. But the biggest thing is that you've got to have lots of conversations with your coaches, because how do you know where they're at? Because that might change. One month they might be a discount coach, and the next month they want to be a business builder because something has happened. So lots of conversations with your team. So it all starts in that getting started right call, where we go over what is their goal. right? Then your job is not, as a leader, to find the answer for every question that they have. Your job is to be an incredible resource person and to get them hooked up into our Be Bold Academy, into the back office training and videos that we taught you about in previous lessons, getting them going with the Rockstar Tracker, letting them, making sure that you're showing up, in your group or with your people and telling them in the team page, we do this, but also reminding your downline, when are the team Zooms? When is the morning wake-up call on Monday mornings, right? The national wake-up call. Just making sure they're aware of what they need to do to learn. Right? So your job isn't to answer questions for them in that sense. It's to kind of direct them to help them figure out their own answers. Because everybody has a different way, as we talked about in the past, of how they run this business. So I really want to encourage you, your job as a leader is not to be a firefighter, is not to put out fires, is not to search out the answers for them. Your job is to show up for them, continually ask questions, and push them a little bit to what they said they wanted to help them reach those goals. And then C is to lead by example. That's the best type of leader, right? Somebody who shows up on calls, listens to those calls, is invested in the business, keeps up with personal development and the learning, and is able to go back and share that with your team. So like I said, whether that's one person, whether that's 4 people, whether that's 10 people, the number doesn't really matter. It's more the quality of the way you're leading and the quality of the conversations that you have. And that all starts with a process. And the simple process really is the Getting Started Right call, and then connecting them to the trainings, whether it's Be Bold Academy, Rock the Basics, the team calls, and just continually checking up with them. And everyone's going to have a different way of how you check up with people. My discount coaches, at least once a month, I check in with them. My hobby coaches are probably once or twice a month as well. I check in with them. And then my business builders, I definitely talk to them on a pretty weekly basis. And they hop on the calls and those sorts of things. So I can't tell you what's right in your business based on your time and what speaks to you, but just show up. Show up for those people in the way that you see fit. And that's going to really help you with your leadership.
Great. I think those are fabulous tips, Lisa. And just to kind of close it out, a couple of things to kind of take away, I think, are that, as Lisa was pointing out, every team and every relationship that you have has a different rhythm, and just being aware of that, just like when you are working with challengers, it's the same thing with your coaches. You might be communicating in one way with certain people on your coaches and in a completely different way with other ones. And I think that's actually a good, healthy thing. And just to keep in mind that you're going to have a different rhythm with everybody. And it's all about, as we talked about in the very first lesson of the Be Bold Academy, and pretty much everyone since then, it's about those genuine relationships. And as Lisa was pointing out, staying in communication and really listening to what it is that they need and they want from this business, and helping connect them to the ways that they can make that happen for themselves. So it's really about empowering them through the listening of what they're looking for. So we hope that really serves. Yes.
I have one more thought. Actually, speaking about back office training, and it's, saying on what you're saying, Amanda, there is a video about using the color code personality.
Yes.
And it's in the back office. It's so interesting. And that really helps you understand people's personalities and how to speak to them. Because exactly what Amanda was saying, the rhythm's going to be different for everyone. Mm-hmm. Some people are very red, which means like they're like the lead. They like to be the leader and they like to be in charge, and you talk to them a certain way. The yellow personality, I think it is the one that's very kind of like, laissez-faire, kind of like laid back. Mm-hmm. You don't want to push those kinds of people. You want to give them space. So I encourage you to go in the back office and look for that color code theory video. It's about an hour long, but it is truly worth it because it helps you understand, people's personality. So, and the other piece that I forgot I wanted to tell you was you really got to listen to how people are showing up too. Like if I give someone an assignment and I say, I need you to do lessons, 1 through 3 mm-hmm. of the Be Bold Academy, or I need you to tick this off your list, and they haven't done it, I don't typically follow up with them until they say, yes, I've done it. Like there is a little bit of give and take, I think, in leadership as well. You want to be showing up as a leader and giving them their time, but be wary of the people that say they want to do things and then never follow through, right? Because sometimes as your team grows and you do get bigger and bigger and bigger, you've got to really hone in on those people that are showing up. And I know that's like a little bit more advanced leadership, but for some of you, I'm not sure where you're at in this business. If you're already in that advanced leadership kind of phase, really just take note of how receptive are when you're, cueing people and giving them the resources and helping them along. Are they following through with what they said they were going to do? Because if they are, then those are the people that you really want to be digging in with. And those are the people that you're moving in a good direction together. So that's just another little tip that I wanted to throw in, that leadership, yes, you are the leader, but it is a dance between the two of you of give and take.
Absolutely. So we hope that this serves you guys, and we'd love to hear in the page what's really working for you. If you have some specific things that you're doing as you're bringing new coaches on in addition to what we're sharing, these are really the building blocks to lead and onboard a coach in a really effective, helpful way. So hashtag those in the group, Building a Bold Business. And we look forward to seeing you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.